Hi everybody, my name's Helen and today we're going to look at exercises to make you a better climber. We're going to be working on our prime movers, glutes, quads, hips, lower back to increase your strength to apply more force to the pedals. I've added plyometric movement to try and be more dynamic, increase power in case of attack on a hill, and core movements to really create a solid foundation. And lots of single leg movements to really iron out any imbalances you might have in between the legs. So but before we start, obviously if anything in this video causes you any pain, please don't do it, please stop, replace it with an exercise you do know. If it's a single leg exercise that you can't do, don't then do it on the other side because that will just make the imbalances even worse. So replace it with the double leg exercise. Yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this workout. We're going to start with a warm-up. So coming to the end of our mat, just follow along with me. We're just going to do a short warm-up and then move into our workout. So we're going to start with 10 lunges, forward lunges, starting with our left leg. Let's go. We're going to raise the arms over the head. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Right, we're going to keep that right leg in the front, lower the left knee, and what we're going to do here is put our right elbow to our right ankle and open up to the right. Nice. Put your arm back down and then stretching out the hamstrings. From here, we're going to roll forward, lift up the back knee, and we're going to come into an aeroplane position to engage the core. And from here, we're going to bring the left knee forward, turn the ankle one way, and turn the ankle the other way. Nice. Staying at the top of our mat, reverse lunges, starting on our left. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. From here, same as on the other side, lower the left elbow to the left knee. If you want a deeper stretch, you just lift up the right knee and open up. Nice. Hand back to the mat. You can lower the knee here if this is too difficult, but nice. Stretch on the back of your leg. Coming forward, lifting that knee back up. Then we're coming to try and find our balance, engage our core, aeroplane. Whoop. You'll definitely see the differences on either side here. Then we're going to bring that right leg through, turn the ankles one way, squeezing it up, turn the ankles the other way. Nice. Feet wider than hip width apart, feet slightly turned out. We're just going to go for 10 squats. Nine and 10. From here, we're going to come into a deep squat. So your version of this squat, you can get down low if you're just here. But what we're going to do is we're going to try and push our elbows into our inner thighs, into our knees. Open it up and find some movement in our hips if you want to come down here. Just working on a bit of mobility. Nice. Coming up safely, we're going to come into some good mornings. So from here, arms behind our head. And we're going to imagine you've got a wall behind you and you want to touch that wall with your bum. So you're going to push your bum back and drive through. Let's go for 10 of these. Nice straight back. The knees will bend naturally. You really think about pushing that bum back. Great. Stretch and mobility through the posterior chain. One more. Great. Coming to the middle of your mat on the side, we're going to go for some lateral lunges. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, nice, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and here, if you can, we're going to get a bit lower into like a Cossack squat, and then shimmy on over to the other side. Let's do a couple of those. Your version, if you can keep the feet on the ground, the heels on the ground, that's great. And now we're just gonna come back up, come to the edge of our mat. We're gonna do some roll down. So we're gonna roll all the way down, come into a plank position. From this plank position, we're gonna come into a down dog, back into plank, then walk it on up. Let's do 5 like that. Ooh. Difficult wearing a hoodie for this exercise. Nice. One more. From here, we're going to lower our knees and just hover for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down. Nice. We're just going to warm up the spine. 5 cat-cows. Inhale, drop the belly. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Last one. Knees as wide as the mat. Child's pose, nice and active. Really stretching those shoulders out. And we're going to roll it back up. And last but not least, we're just going to do 10 down and ups just to get that heart rate going. So a down and up is where I'm going to come down into a plank and then just come up to standing. If this is too much for you, you can walk it out and walk it back. Okay, let's just go 10. We want to get our heart rate up. We want to get warm to then lead into our main event of the day, the workout. So off we go. 10. Feet coming back up to the hands each time. That's halfway. Two more. Great. Well, I hope you're feeling nice and warm. If you do need a little bit more warm up, please just stop the video. Do that again if you want, and then come back to the video. So now we're going to start our main workout. I'm going to show you the exercises first. We're going to go double leg exercise, single leg exercise, double leg exercise, single leg exercise. We've got 6 exercises. We're going to go 2 rounds. So the first round, we'll concentrate on working the right leg. Second round, the left leg. I'm warmed up, I'm nice and out of breath. So first exercise is a broad jump, so like a standing long jump. We're going to start at the end of our mat. We're going to come down into a squat, and then using our arms to propulse us forward, we're going to come land at the top of our mat, run back. If you've got a really long space, you can just froggy jump all the way along if you want. But what we're going to do is we're going to come down, propulse forward, and then come back. Second exercise is we're going to plant the right foot at the top of the mat. The left leg is going to come back into a reverse lunge, then it's going to power through. Great exercise for climbing, really powerful exercise on that static leg. Double leg exercise that follows is a good morning. So we did it in the warm-up. It's not overly difficult exercise, but it's an amazing exercise for this posterior chain, hamstrings, glutes, lower back. So we're going to come here, push back, lift up, push back, lift up, push back. So with that imaginary wall behind you that you want to touch with your bum. It's not a knee bending exercise. I don't want to see a squat. I want to see a hip hinge, hip extension, hip hinge, hip extension. Then we come down to the mat, where we're going to do a single leg glute. Amazing exercise to work on glute strength and hip opening, which is so important because cycling is obviously a very seated sport. So again, for the purpose of the video, I'm going to lock my left leg to the ground. So we want the left leg to be almost, put it on the ground, lift the other leg up, through. So here in this final position to have a straight line in between the knee, the hip and the shoulder. Great. Remaining low to the ground, we've got our next double leg exercise, which is mountain climbers. So it's also a great core exercise and a cardio exercise, great conditioning exercise. This is one that's going to get us huffing and puffing. We come into a nice plank position. We're just going to drive our legs forward, but remembering, if you've seen any other videos of mine, a glass of water on your back to try and keep it nice and flat without moving around all the time. So great core engagement, but also driving through those legs. Almost like, I always try and think as well of like pushing a bobsleigh. Not that I've ever done that, but it's what I imagine it would be like. And then the last exercise, we're going to do a split squat. So it's a lunge position. So the feet remain static. And we're just going to go straight down, straight up, straight down, straight up, straight down. We're not looking at leaning forward. The knee not over the toes. We're looking at our hips, shoulders, knee, all being in this like one straight line. Okay? So we're going to be doing 40 seconds work, 20 seconds rest, 2 rounds. First round, we're really going to be working on the right leg. Second round on the left leg. If you prefer to do it the other way around, you do you. And so yeah, let's go. You should see a timer coming up on the screen. We're going to start in about 6 seconds with our broad jumps. Standing long jump. Let's go. You're looking for power, explosivity. Oh. Have a bit of fun with this one, don't fall over like I did. Nice and explosive movement. Plyometric movement. 10 more seconds. There we go. And of course, if you've got a box and you prefer to do box jumps, you go for it. We're just trying to do an equipment-free exercise workout here for everyone to do at home. Getting ready for our next movement. Our right leg is anchored into the floor. The left leg's going to go back, reverse lunge and drive through. Let's go. You really need to concentrate on this one. The core is working hard to keep us stable, to stay balanced. That right leg is starting to feel it. Don't fall over like Helen. Keep driving through, pushing on that right leg. It's like a step up. 2, 1, stop. Nice. Getting ready for our good morning, working glutes and hamstrings. This might be one where you're like, I don't feel it too much, but trust me, you will tomorrow. Feet a little wider than hip width apart. We're going to put hands behind our head. Pushing that bum back. You want to touch something behind you. Driving through, hip extension. And obviously, if you've got weights at home, and you want to turn this into a deadlift or a kettlebell swing, you go for it. You make of this workout what you want to make from it. Again, as well with timing, if you want to do more work, less rest. Less work, more rest. Nice. Lowering down to the ground. Single leg raises. If it's two leg, do double leg for now. It can be a goal to work up to single leg. So right leg anchored in the ground. Almost in touching distance. Driving through. Pushing up, touching the, and then going back up again. Replace if it's slipping. Mountain climbers now, so we stay low to the ground. That right leg to be nice and warm now. Let's get into a nice plank position. Are we ready? In 3, let's go. Someone's going to get that cardio up. I really want you to think of keeping that core tight. Wrists directly above the elbows, directly below the elbows, directly below the shoulders. Solid arms. Vision to the floor. You got this. 5 seconds. Whew. Last one for the first round, split squats. Right leg anchored at the front, left leg at the back. Remember, we're going straight down. We're not leaning forward or back. In 5. Hips parallel, we're going down. Should be nice and out of breath from those mountain climbers. Keeping that knee stable. You don't want your legs to be too close together. You want to open up your center of gravity. Think 2 parallel skis, but not too narrow. The wider your stance, the more stable you will be. Nice. Round 1 done. You're going to carry straight on. If you need to take a little breather, stop the video, take 30 seconds, 45 seconds, then come back and join us. But if not, in 5 seconds, we're going to go on to broad jumps. For those of you living in an apartment with neighbours below, please excuse yourself from the noise you're going to be making from this exercise. Take your time in this exercise to set it up. Go as low as you need to find that explosiveness. Nice. Left leg planted to the ground, anchored in, solid. Right leg going back, reverse lunge, knee raise. Driving it through. Think of applying force to the pedals, you're really pushing in. It's like doing a step up onto a really high box. And again, if you have a box, please feel free to make this into a step up onto the box. Keeping that core tight, concentrating on a point ahead of you, pushing on that left leg, driving through. Powerful. Using your arms to counter balance and help you get the coordination. Nice. Good mornings. Whew, that one gets the heart up too. Good mornings will help us get that heart rate a little bit lower whilst working on that posterior chain. Bum, hamstrings, lower back. Back stays straight. We take our vision down to the ground. Imagining you want to touch that imaginary wall behind you. And you know, if you do have a wall at home, just use it. Have a try. If you can stand half a meter away from the wall and then push your bum back, really working on this hip hinge movement. If you've done my kettlebell workout video, you will hear a lot about the hip hinge in that video. Last one. Nice. Coming down to the ground, that left foot planted into the ground, anchored down. Not too far, we're almost touching distance, like that. There we go. Leg slips up. If this is too much, putting on the ground is absolutely fine. Whew. One more. Keeping low to the ground, mountain climbers. Getting our heart rate up again for the mountain climbers. Solid base, solid arms, wrist, elbow, shoulder aligned. Glass of water on your back. Let's go. Solid. Ten more seconds. Keep climbing that mountain. Woo. Last but not least, split squats. Left foot at the front, right foot back. Remember, we're going straight down. Widest stance. Off we go. Last one. Keeping core nice and tight. Check in with your belly, check in with your core. Shoulders back and down, posture. Knee to the floor every time. One more. Great job, everybody. Whew. It's really interesting to work the legs separately. You'll really notice a difference of where your imbalances are, where your strengths are. If you want more, rewind, do it again. I really hope you enjoyed that, and I'll see you again in another video. Bye.